House Bill 5507 addresses a pressing legal gap for those in Illinois seeking to make gender marker corrections on identifying documents. Unlike Illinois, other states and counties may require court orders to make gender marker corrections on identity documents such as birth certificates. This poses a huge burden to those who have moved to Illinois, as it can be extremely difficult to get back to the state or country of origin, navigate the court system, hire an attorney to get such a court order. Many of those states will accept a finding of fact from an Illinois judge to make the necessary gender marker change. However, due to a lack of clarity in the law, judges are not granting this request. HB 5507 seeks to clarify that Illinois judges can issue findings of facts to support residents in their applications for gender marker changes in other jurisdictions.
In Illinois, we've designed our laws to allow for such changes. Other states may or may not have. And whether or not these states have allowed or will allow these changes, even if there's a finding of fact in Illinois, we're going to go ahead and use our court's time and have findings of fact made here in Illinois. I think I'm safe in saying that most of us here don't want other states telling us how to operate or what to do or what findings of fact we should make in our states. And I don't believe we should be doing the same in other states.
We are talking about a limited number of people who maybe were born in another state. For example, I was born in Pennsylvania. I now live in Illinois. I need my birth certificate to match my identity, and I have no other way to do it than to get it done through this process. We don't want people left out. Having identity documents that don't match your gender is a public safety issue. This is a life and death issue for folks. It's a very simple matter to create a pathway for folks who are now here in Illinois, but maybe were born elsewhere, because last I checked, we all really like it when people choose to come to Illinois.
Senate Bill 2930 provides the following. Requires any nonprofit, as I mentioned, that provides 1 million or more grants annually to charitable organizations to report this data. And if any of the nonprofit organizations wishes to report the aggregate demographic information of their boards, this could be, they can do so on their annual report. And then it also allows individual board members to decline the disclosure of any demographic information to their nonprofit organization. And finally, the Department of Human Rights would develop and publish a standardized list of demographic classifications to be used for reporting.
This bill could, and I have spoken to several not-for-profits and they have confirmed this bill can have an effect of making those volunteer board members decide they don't want to serve. And that's a shame. Our not-for-profits in Illinois do great work and are needed. So putting a burden on them that makes it more difficult for them to get volunteer board members, I think is a bad idea. And the fact that you have an obligation to put on your website, we've got 2 board members that don't disclose. Well, it's easy enough. If you've got 6 board members and 2 won't disclose and 4 do, it's easy enough to see who the ones aren't. It's a just bit of a burden to put on a not-for-profit that certainly want diversity, but as I said, it's a unique situation for a not-for-profit in choosing who to ask to be on their board because of their certain mission. And many of these, as I said, are run by volunteers. Does it make sense that they're going to have to hire staff to put this all together, to get the disclosures and the like? And you know, for this reason, I just don't think this is a good idea.